Welcome back to the Mythic Giraffe podcast. I'm Chris,
I'm Ron.
and it is stupidly hot.
It is warm out.
And it's only going to get warmer.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I made the decision to not go for a bike ride today.
Yeah, I
To
don't
be
blame
here
you.
with you.
Yeah, that's smart. Yeah, it's nasty. And this morning, it wasn't horrible. Like, there was a breeze. But this afternoon, it was just, ugh.
Yeah. Once the breeze dies down, it's rough. We went disc golfing the other day, and it was actually really nice. But breeze kept it nice and cool.
Okay.
And, it was fine. But anytime you got out of the breeze, it was like, oh, I'm dying.
Yeah. Always have to have a
But
breeze.
that's why I go in the sauna every day to, prepare for this.
Yeah. Shock your body into thinking it's normal to be hot.
Yeah. It is sad now coming out of the sauna. I used to come out of the sauna and it'd be nice and cold during winter. Now you come out and it's like, oh, it's just as hot out here as it was in the sauna.
Yeah, so you don't have to pay to go to the sauna. You just sit outside.
Well, I don't pay. It's it's part of the thing. But I pay to go to the gym, and then the sauna's part of the gym. It's not like an extra price.
Just wrapped in.
Yeah. I mean, it's important for my health.
It is.
I followed all of the cancer guidelines the other day. I showered within the hour. I worked out vigorously within 24 hours, and then I got a sauna.
Nice. Take a shower as soon as you got back to the station?
Yeah, eventually. Well, you just got it. You get a fire.
Yeah.
You have to get the engine back together. You have to.
That sounds like chauffeur problems.
Well, then it was great because my chauffeur was getting off at that time, so they're doing change out. It was, but then you got to change your gear out. You got to put your gear in the washer. Then you got to get a shower.
Yeah.
But the good news is during the whole time you're sweating. So.
Oh yeah, So at least you're keeping the stuff going out. Yeah.
Because it never cooled down.
Yeah. No. But you drank plenty of water.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Does drinking water at that point matter? Because aren't you really hydrating for later? You should have already drank the water.
Well, you should have, but I mean, you got to replenish something.
Sure.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I'm sure those good old boys out there drinking Pepsi Colas and.
Nope, they just had water. Yeah, I was a little proud of them. They showed up with a case full of bottled water and just drank water. Yeah.
As they were shirtless.
Only one of them was shirtless.
I just can't imagine that instills confidence in the public when they see the commanding officer shirtless.
I mean, he was staying cool.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. I will say I was very glad they didn't have Gatorade. I'm not a big fan of Gatorade.
Too sweet?
Well, that and it's not really meant to be drunk like that. It's meant to be drunk, half and half or like
in a nice glass bottle.
Well, and like one of them.
Yeah.
Don't drink like four of them.
What?
Yeah.
You mean that'll give you an electrolyte imbalance?
Yeah. Which is not good when you're already kind of your body's crying out.
Well, I'm sure everybody there prehydrates and plans accordingly and says, "Oh, tomorrow's going to be a hot shift. I better start drinking water tonight."
Yeah.
I
mean, I do.
Yeah.
But it's because I also drink like a Camel every day.
Yeah.
I'm a maniac.
No, you're not a maniac. You're listening to your body. The people are like, "Oh, but you pee so much." You only do that like the first couple days till your body's used to being actually hydrated.
Who cares?
Yeah.
If you have to pee, If you have to pee, that means you're hydrated. Who cares?
Yeah, if you're not peeing, that's the problem.
That's the problem.
Yeah. When it comes out like toothpaste.
Oh,
well, I'm glad everybody made it through safe, no injuries.
Yeah, no. It was a heck of a shift, too. We were busy.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
and you
good.
only had 3 ambulances.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard.
I just, yeah.
Yeah, just leave it at that.
Yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Yep.
It's fine.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're enjoying the Acolyte.
I am enjoying the Acolyte. I don't think it's so far my favorite Star Wars show.
Yeah.
But like,
so I've only seen the first episode.
But I feel like people are like, oh, it's not as good as this. Like, well, they can't all be the best one.
I don't understand why people just are so angry about everything. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
Right. And, you can just enjoy it.
Yeah.
And the Jedi do wear a lot of brown, though.
Well, it's because they're reserved. And
is brown the color of reserved?
I don't know. God, can you imagine that? Like, the Jedi shows up in like a neon pink set of robes, and they're like, "Ho ho ho, sir."
I mean, but it sounds like they could. They should. I don't know why brown and yellow are the color of calmness.
Well, I mean, you're really calm usually when you're dropping one off, so
it's fair. But Corran Horn in the book wore green robes, and I think his grandfather wore green robes too. So,
yeah.
It's just see some color would be nice.
Yeah. The robe. So, just a quick Google says typical Jedi robes are white, beige, or brown. They do not mean anything to their wearer. If anything, the robes are worn as a way to make everyone seem as equal. What?
I mean,
that's lame.
Sure. Again, the Jedi are kind of lame.
Yeah.
I think that's what we really, we got out of this. Is the Jedi kind of lame. Yeah. But anyway, the show's good. I've enjoyed it. I kind of like that they pick something that you really have no preconceived notions of.
Right.
It's set before everything. Like, there's really nothing for you to like. Oh, this. Well, I guess apparently people are already like, well, this character could be this guy who's in the prequels and blah,
oh
blah,
my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised Jar Jar Binks is in it.
Well, he's the bad guy.
Yeah. He's always the bad guy. Yeah. Just let yourselves enjoy something, people.
Yeah.
Or let other people enjoy things and don't poo on it.
Yeah. Just let yourself enjoy it. Or just don't ever involve yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, except for Lord of the Rings, which we all know is abomination.
Well, I mean, obviously, anything Lord of the Rings, pitchforks and torches come out immediately.
Yeah. You cannot enjoy that. You're not allowed.
No. If it was done the right way, you could.
Oh, well, sure, but not the one that
exists. Not the Peter Jackson way.
Yeah. No. Terrible. Yeah.
See, I'm not even going to feed into it.
Good, because it's terrible.
Too hot.
It's too hot. It is too hot to fight.
Yeah.
Which is what I never understand when people get fighting in the heat.
Yeah.
Too hot.
Right.
Why are you so irritable? Just
Yeah.
go be somewhere else.
Right. And if you're fighting, you're grappling with somebody, you're getting their sweat all over you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's gross.
Yeah. So,
I don't understand it.
I mean, I don't really understand the desire to get physical and violent with people anyway, so.
No.
I was
Yeah, I say if
always.
somebody wants to fight me, you just strip down. Nobody wants to fight the naked man.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have friends who would get just hammered and want to get in fights, and I'm like,
Oh
this.
yeah.
Why would you? This isn't fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Those that they start drinking. They're like, hey, let's pick a fight. No, this
And not,
doesn't
but not only
sound
that, but
fun.
like, you could really get hurt.
Yeah.
Like, you never
Hmm.
know when that fight is going to go wrong, and you're just permanently,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
worth it.
No. 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 I mean, a friend of ours had a broken jaw for a while.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I can remember being at a wedding reception and a friend of ours named Big Dog, who at the time was probably what, 6'4", 350,
Sure.
was,
Easy.
yeah, easily. Evidently something was going on, and his wife and my wife said, Chris, go help him. It's like, if he needs help, I can't give him anything. What am I going to do?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
Big Dog's the one we would bring in and say, do you really want to keep messing with us?
Exactly.
Because we're going to let him loose.
Yeah. Yeah. If they've gone through him,
Yeah. Yeah. My only hope is that he wore them out so badly that I can
yeah.
perhaps do something.
Oh, day. Yeah.
It's
Yeah. While the 30 of them wore themselves out on him, I have time to get a vehicle to run them over. Golly day.
just keep holding on. I'm going to whittle myself a bat.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Yeah. I got out
never.
there, and the people were moving away at that point. So got your back, buddy. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Yeah. If they had taken steps towards him, Twilly, get up! Look, a bear! Run. Yeah, my maniac daughter the other day came home from work. I was like, oh, how was work? Yeah, good. Okay. She's got this look on her face. I was like, what? She's like, I think I'm going to go for a run. I was like, okay. I was like, I mean, I didn't know you enjoyed running. She's like, I don't. I was like, what? She's like, I think I should. People all the time talk about how beneficial running is, and running's great, and this and that. I was like, okay. She went upstairs, got changed, got her earbuds, and ran. Got back. I said, how was your run? She said, miserable. I said, why'd you do it? She's like, I'll probably go for one tomorrow. I said, what kind of weird result is this?
I mean, everyone always looks miserable when they run.
Yeah.
Always. Well, she's probably getting in shape for college.
But she's in good shape.
Yeah, but she's not in college shape.
She doesn't need to be in college shape.
Of course she does.
No.
She's going to college.
Yeah. The shape she needs to be in is to fight people off. She can do that.
I mean,
we picked out a lovely swimming burqa for her the other day.
Swimming burqa. Has she picked her classes yet?
No. She's got something in a couple weeks. That's like a orientation day or something. I think they do it then. So, and she's got her roommate squared away. So,
pick out her bullshit sport that she's going to do.
They don't have to do a sport in college, do they?
Yeah, of course you do.
What?
Yeah, of course you do. I had to do racquetball.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I just had to take like PE for one semester.
Well, I mean, it's a sport.
And instead of writing a paper, they were like, you can write a paper or you can run a 5K. Well, I guess I'm running a 5K.
I would have done the paper.
Nah.
I did racquetball 1 and racquetball 2.
There's a 2.
I
What do you learn in 2 that you didn't learn in 1?
I don't think I learned anything. I couldn't tell you the rules of racquetball.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah, I see people like, oh yeah, but racquetball. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but have fun.
It's the most terrifying activity you can do as an adult man. Because it's just...
Well, second to high lie.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. You're pretty close together in racquetball. There's no room to hide. It's and that ball moves so fast.
Yeah.
It's
a soft, squishy ball, isn't it?
I mean, it's squishy.
Yeah.
It's very soft. And you immediately know that your opponent is way better than you within 0.1 seconds of the game starting.
Yeah. I think I'd rather just play wall ball.
I mean, think about wall ball. What with you get hit from all sides.
Oh, that sounds delightful.
Yeah. It's not.
It's no pickleball.
Oh.
Evidently, my parents are going to put in a pickleball court.
Wow.
Yeah.
They like it that much?
I said, do you like it? I don't know, but it sounds fun.
So you're going to put a court in?
Try it before we put a court. Well, they're going to expand. They're going to do a paved spot where they can park their vehicles. And so that would be the court. They would just back their vehicles off when they're using it. It's like, okay, I can kind of see that. It's like, so you're putting a landing pad in and you're going to paint stripes on it.
So. Okay. That's more reasonable than the conversation of we're just going to have a pickleball court in our yard.
Yeah.
People seem to love it.
Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, bully for them, but I made somebody mad the other day. I was like, oh yeah, the sport that was invented to keep seniors healthy. No, that's not what it was. I was like, look it up.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
It's
and it was named after some dog named Pickle or something.
The whole point is you don't move so much so that you don't, get hurt.
Right. Yeah.
I want to be one of those seniors that's doing crazy marathons and stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You just want to be one of those seniors that sits around and do nothing?
I don't want to do nothing, but I don't want to run a marathon. That doesn't sound fun.
Oh, marathon, but centuries.
No.
I mean, the crazy runners that work with us, doing triathlons and crap.
No, there's something mentally wrong with those gentlemen.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I mean, my neighbor is an ultra marathon shooter, does 100-mile runs.
Yeah. My brother-in-law used to do that. I'm like, what? He's like, oh yeah, it's really bad when it's a hot day and your feet kind of slough off at the end. I'm like, oh God, what? Huh. So yeah, you go through 4 or 5 pairs of shoes, all these socks. I'm like, no.
Anything described as sloughing off is not for me.
Yeah.
I want my things to unslough.
Yeah. Some people, they get so tired and worn out by the end, they just lose control and, their bowels evacuate. I'm like, no. No.
Yeah.
That's your body saying, I'm out.
Yeah. My neighborhood is 4 miles. It's a loop of 4 miles, I think.
Yeah.
I will see her run that 12 times a day. She'll just go out and run.
God, you know how you deter that? You chuck batteries at her.
I don't know really want to deter her. I don't really feel like it's my place to step in on that kind of level.
Well, obviously, though, if she's running 48 miles, she's got some other issues.
I guess.
I mean, yeah. I say, you hit the runner's high.
We had the conversation 2 weeks ago, her and I, and she's like, I was like, I don't know how you run like that. She's like, well, I don't know how you get on a bike and just ride. I'm like, I mean, touche, but not the same.
No.
She's like, I watch you get on your bike and you don't come back for an hour. And I'm like, how does he do that? I'm like, You run for 4 hours. What are you lunatic?
Yeah. Yeah, and on the bike, I can stop pedaling for a little bit and coast.
Yeah. And I got a
If
nice
you stop
breeze.
pedaling, if you stop, moving your feet while you're jogging, guess what? You fall on your face.
Yeah. 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 I carry water with me. I can listen to music, and I
That is
could
one thing.
stop.
To this day, I have not mastered drinking while biking.
Oh,
I
well, you
suck
shouldn't
at that.
drink alcohol while biking.
No. Water, anything.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know how to tell you to get better at that.
Yeah, I got to have better faith in my balance is the thing.
I don't understand the people that get the bottle holders that sit behind their seat, so they have to reach behind them to get their
What?
bottle. Yeah.
No.
I mean, I could get it. I could get the bottle. I don't know if I could put the bottle back.
No, it'd be gone.
Yeah.
I thought about getting one of those like Camelbacks so I could just, have a straw at my shoulder.
Those are nice, but then your back sweats more.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I've thought about that too.
Yeah.
For my longer rides.
Yeah. I haven't been on my bike for a month.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought I was back because I haven't been on my bike this week.
Yeah, no. Hey, life's been busy, man.
Yeah. But I have done spin class. I did miss my spin class this morning. Didn't even think about it. My brother's like, "Don't you usually have spin class right now?" I was like, "Oh, yeah, I do." Whoops.
There's one empty bike there.
Yeah. The old instructor's like, "What's wrong?"
Yeah.
Is what it is. You don't have to go every day.
No.
I hit my activity goal for the week by Monday, so
yeah, I'd say you're good.
That was good.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is it's so safe around here to bike.
Oh, yeah, it's not there. They're putting a new bike path in Newark.
Oh, yeah?
It's going to go from Newark to Wilmington.
Okay.
I think it's going to go. It might either go. It's either going to go Newark to Wilmington or it's going to connect to the bike path that goes into Wilmington. I'm not sure. And I think they're supposed to release the final path to like tomorrow or Monday, maybe something very close.
Yeah.
It's like $22 million to do this bike path.
Jeez.
It's crazy expensive.
$22 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, some of that is they have to build bridges and stuff.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all, and the land's already like county or state land, so they're not even buying land.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for the bike path, though.
Yeah, that sounds delightful. I was excited when they teased us with a bike path and then never followed through.
Yeah. When this bike path will be done, in theory, I can ride from my house to North Wilmington and technically into Pennsylvania, which will probably be 18 to 25 miles.
Yeah.
With only 1 mile of it being on a road.
Nice. You gotta watch out in Pennsylvania, though. There's a lot of snow.
Yes.
Yeah.
I tell Cheryl all the time. That's my whole goal in life is just not have a car and ride my bike everywhere.
It's a valid aspiration.
Yeah, I mean, once I no longer have a job, what do I need a car for?
Yeah.
I won't need to go to the gym as much as I go to the gym because,
right.
What's the point of being all muscled up when you're 60?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you want to enjoy your retirement years.
Yeah, I mean, you just still want to maintain.
Yeah, maintain, just not
this physique.
Mm-hmm.
This specimen of man.
Hey, you're doing more than a lot of people are doing. It's like I got in the gym this afternoon, and there were 2 young men in there that I hadn't seen in there. So one from A shift, one on B shift.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Yep.
Actually, you have a nice gym at Station 16.
Yeah. You guys have a great gym at Station 1.
Oh, yeah. It's great, all right.
The afros showing you how to do it.
Yeah. It's great, all right.
Yeah. Any gym where they're like, hey, have you had your tetanus shot?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and the Black Widow spiders that I find in there regularly. But other than that,
Yeah. That's called motivation.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, that's what Black Widows are. Oh no, they're a neurotoxin. I was gonna say if it's a hemotoxin, it'd be good. Get the blood flow going.
Yeah. So my friend texted me the other day that it was his birthday, and he was like, "Oh, I had a really shitty birthday," and I was like, "Oh, that sucks." Didn't really elaborate. Saw him
Yeah.
Tuesday. So Wednesday afternoon, I saw him. He got bit by a brown recluse
Oh.
on his shoulder,
Oh.
and it is necrotizing.
Ugh.
I mean, it is an open wound, and he's like, "What do I do for this?" I said, "Well, keep it clean."
Get it excised.
And I mean, that's what I told him. I was like, "You're gonna have to get that wound like debrided."
Yeah.
And he went to, and this is a healthcare problem, I think. He went to
Yeah.
an urgent care, and they gave him antibiotics and said, "Go home."
What? And
with
yeah,
no
that's
fo-
gonna work. Yeah.
with no follow up. And I'm like, "Well,
What? No. No.
again, I'm not a doctor,
Yeah.
but I don't think
Yeah.
a spider bite is a biotic issue.
No.
So the antibiotic in antibiotic is not going to work."
Yeah. Yeah. It
So
really what he needs is here. Bite down on this belt and
yeah,
have your significant other take this Brillo pad and clean that wound out.
yeah, that's what I told him.
Yeah. And
And
then dump it full of peroxide.
his significant other was like, "Really?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah,
Yeah.
it needs to be. You need to get all the dead flesh out."
Yeah.
And
Maggot therapy.
maggot therapy would technically work.
Yeah.
And,
Oh.
and then
God.
he's like, "Well, I'm swelling, so I took ibuprofen." I said, "Well, you're swelling because you're having a histamine response, so
Yeah.
you want to take an
Yeah.
antihistamine."
Yeah.
But again, I'm
Or
not a doctor.
address the point, the root cause.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh gosh.
yeah. So they were
Golly
like, "Well, what do
day.
we do? How will we know if it gets worse?" I'm like, "Well, if it starts
Was
to turn any colors or smell bad,
yeah.
it's
Or when
time
his
to go."
arm falls off.
Yeah,
Golly day.
yeah. It
Or
was gross.
he gets superpowers.
Or he gets superpowers. I think if I'm picking one of those responses, I bet it's going to be the arm falling off.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I had another level of respect for our fire chief.
Okay.
He told this story yesterday. He was fishing on his day off and went to pick the fish up and it flipped around or something and one of the other hooks landed in his ring finger and it was a treble hook. So he held the fish down and he looked at his friend who was with him. He was like, I need you to pull this, unhook this fish or else it's going to rip, my finger off. He goes, oh, I'm not good with blood and this and that. So he was able to use his other hand, get the fish unhooked from the one hook, get rid of the fish. It was past the barb and he didn't really have anything with him. And it was a smaller hook. So there wasn't enough room to push it through and cut it. So he took pliers and just wiggled it back and forth until he backed it out of his finger. Yeah. He said it took me about 5-10 minutes, but I got it out. Yeah. And he said he's on a moving boat digging around in his finger.
Then you drove immediately to get a tetanus shot.
Evidently, he just had one, so he was lucky. But
Yep.
yeah, he was like, yeah, it doesn't even hurt. Slams his hand on the table. I was like, well, that's because you've got Raynaud's, so you don't have feeling in those two fingers.
It's true.
Oh,
It's a superpower.
Yeah. Yeah. So I was like, good Lord, man, you're harder than me. I wasn't that bad. Shit didn't hurt. It's like, you're a maniac.
When I was a wee lad, my grandfather used to take us fishing all the time. And then my brother and I. And one time we're at the C&D Canal fishing. My brother goes to cast and he goes backwards and hooks my grandfather's arm. And then tries to cast. My grandfather did not say it was painless. I can say that.
I bet. Yeah.
My poor brother. My grandfather just screamed at him.
Do you want me cast again? No.
I mean, I discovered my superpower this week.
Yeah, you did.
I don't know how that happened, but a little tiny ember got in between my coat and my hood, past my helmet brim, and it got stuck right in my back ear and didn't burn me.
Wow.
Superpower.
Would you just smell it smoldering?
Well, I felt it.
Hmm.
I was like, oh,
Hmm.
put that out.
Put that out. See,
Yeah.
if you'd been like the other guy, shirtless, you would have been fine. It'd been easy to find.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I would have had other problems, though.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. It was pretty hot in that building
Yeah.
because it
Nah.
was happened to be on fire at the time.
Really? Yeah.
Fire hot,
Yeah, fire hot, fire bad.
fire bad.
Yeah. Mm.
Well, on to topic one.
Sure. Topic one.
Topic one. Is there anything more a waste of taxpayers' dollars, time, abuse of privilege, like a fireman's convention?
Nope. Not really.
So I got off work Wednesday morning, which they must have had their parade on Wednesday afternoon, I'm assuming. And as
Well,
I'm
you were in
driving,
town to drive down there for it.
no, but
Nope.
as I'm driving home,
Yeah.
I get to see all the fire trucks driving towards Ocean City, and I'm just like, what?
Yeah.
How is this an appropriate use of resources? And I'm going to throw my fire department right under the bus because we bought a brand new ladder truck last year and we couldn't put it in service because it had to be at the convention.
Right.
Which I would like to understand the mayor's
Yeah.
perspective of that
Oh yeah.
is I bought I bought you a ladder truck and you can't use it for 2 months so it can go to convention.
Yeah.
How does that make sense?
Yeah, that'd
Make
be
that
like
make
if you
sense.
bought a new car and they're like, "Hey, well, because you got this package on it, we actually have to keep it in the showroom for another 3 months."
Exactly.
No, no,
The taxpayers paid for that fire
right?
engine, right? That
Yeah,
piece of apparatus, that
yeah,
ambulance, that whatever. How is that appropriate?
right. Yeah, I no.
And then, so the one I saw was Chesapeake City's engine was driving down,
Hmm.
which I get, sort of, I get it, but how much does that cost in taxpayer fuel?
Yeah,
And if that engine's in Ocean City, and clearly you don't need it in Chesapeake City, so why do you have it? Right?
well, that's why you have multiple engines, Ron. You have to have a backup and a parade piece, and
Yeah. So Smyrna Fire Department in Delaware, I'm sorry, Smyrna, they literally had an engine that sat in a shed that was next to the building that was just for parades.
oh my gosh.
Yeah. But these are the same fire departments that cry poor and how they don't have enough money for things.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, you have enough money to have a piece of apparatus that can just go to parades,
Right.
or any piece of apparatus
Yeah.
that can go to a parade.
Well, and that's the thing. When's the last time you saw somebody buy, I don't know, let's think of a functional vehicle, like a bulldozer? Like,
Sure.
yeah, I want the chrome rivets on that, and yeah, the tinted window and the all the hoops. No, it's a working piece of apparatus.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've said it
It's
for years. I've known guys and gals working in other cities, and they're like, yeah, the engine's like 20 years old. It's got steel rims, and yeah, the paint's kind of rough on it, but goes to work.
still goes, puts fires out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. To this day, I would rather have engine 4 or engine 10.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, I can't.
Yeah.
I feel like fire departments, and,
Mm.
and maybe this is just my cynical side of me, and maybe it's because I'm too close to the ball team. I see how much sausage is made.
Yeah.
I feel like fire departments waste so much money, and it's on apparatus.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like I looked at our budget for the year, or at least the
Sure.
proposed budget for our year,
Yeah.
and what 85% of it is employee costs.
Yes.
That's just part of the deal, right? Like that's
Right.
how
Yeah.
services function. You need the employees. Part
Yeah.
of the deal. Can't really do much about that. But we could take a big chunk out of our maintenance budget and our capital budget by having more fiscally responsible decisions when it comes to our apparatus.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing we do at the ambulances, right? They got to be replaced on a regular cycle.
Right.
They're. I don't know if people know this. Ambulances get the crap beat out of them.
Yeah.
They don't design diesel engines to be run the way that ambulances operate.
Yeah. Nor does a gas engine keep up with the use of an ambulance. There's
Right.
no good engine motor
There's,
to put in
there's
an
just no good
ambulance.
answer to how an
Yeah.
ambulance has to operate.
Right.
Right. It just doesn't have a good.
Yeah.
They don't design vehicles because they can't design vehicles that way.
No.
Right.
Yeah.
It's bonkers.
Yeah,
But
when you look at the use of a vehicle and you compare it to it, you're like, no, that's not what a vehicle's supposed to be doing. No.
yeah, nothing is supposed to run high RPMs, stop, high RPMs, stop. This is not how
Yeah.
it's supposed to operate. But and there's nothing we can do about it. They
Right.
go on a lot of calls. They're going to have
Yeah.
to be replaced. We could definitely do something about our fire apparatus.
Oh yeah.
And I'm not talking about just my department
Oh no,
or
it's
our
every
department.
department.
I think it's every department.
Well, and I think if more departments were like that and push back a little bit, you wouldn't be seeing departments having to pay $1.2 million for a rescue truck.
Yeah. Well, and I don't know if this is true, but our budget was 1.3 for an engine. That's
Does it drive itself?
insane.
Oh
That's
my
insane.
gosh.
1.3 for an engine is insane.
Yeah.
And like the volunteer from Delaware who works on the shift after me, we were having this conversation. I'm like, as a taxpayer, and you guys come to me and say, we need $18 million. And I look at you and say, good, we will give you the money, but I need somebody to actually supervise how you're spending money. Oh, we don't want that. Well,
Yeah.
then you don't get the money.
Right. Yeah.
Do you need 2 ladder trucks and 5 engines in the city of Newark when you could only staff one of them and only get one of them out?
Wait, the resources should match the needs?
Yeah.
What?
Weirdly.
No. Come on. In your own house, you and your wife each have a backup vehicle to use.
Sure. Sure we do.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Chris, we have an engine that's sitting as a backup engine that we lent out to be the backup engine to another department right now.
What's wrong with that?
Make that make sense to a taxpayer who paid for that engine.
I can't make it make sense to the guy sitting in the office 3 down from the guy in charge.
Like, either you need the engine,
or you don't.
or you don't.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's be cost effective here and explain why our department needs a ladder truck, or tower ladder. That has gone on, as far as I remember, 5 calls.
5 legitimate calls, yeah.
Where it was used as a tower.
Yeah.
Millions of dollars.
I still don't understand why they put a pump on that thing.
Sure. Sure.
Or it doesn't even have that whole piece of apparatus is just not designed well. But the fact that the intake for the pump from the tank is too small, so if you open the tank, the pump will cavitate unless you're hooked to a hydrant.
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. It can't even fill the pipe up the tower.
No.
It doesn't make any sense. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. But
there are some salesmen out there laughing and scratching his belly.
Well, I think that's the worst part about this. It's the companies that make these fire apparatus that are just laughing at these cities.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because city officials are not elected, mostly are not firefighters, right? I'm sure there are some, but not most of them aren't firefighters. And they're going, oh, the fire department says we need a new engine. All right, I guess we'll scrape together $1.2 million. But do you need a new fire engine?
Yeah.
Does Salisbury need a new engine right now?
No.
Maybe I can make an argument that we're going to need a new engine in the next 4 years.
Yeah, so you take the backline one and you refurb it.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, Salisbury also buys 2 engines at a time for reasons that I can't understand.
Well, because they did it at one time and it made sense.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean...
Yeah, but we also have certain individuals who spend almost as much as the cost of a command vehicle on the light package.
Sure. Yeah.
And then you've got the housing inspector who can't even get them to, fund a $14,000 F-150 or, Ranger for him.
Yeah.
I mean, they got that light package, and the building instructor inspector was like, "Yeah, I've got one windshield wiper that works and no heat."
It's hard for me to argue about fiscal responsibility when the city didn't have a garbage truck.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you this.
Yeah.
And I know that look, I'm a member of the fire service my whole life. People give a hell of a rat's ass more about the trash truck than they do the fire truck.
Oh, good gosh, yes.
Because when the trash don't get picked up, they get real angry.
Yeah. And that's a regular thing. It's not like the fire department stops by once a week. It's like, hey, you good? Okay, see you next week.
Right. You see your fire truck, your trash truck every week. And if it misses a week, it's bad. If it misses 4 weeks,
an hour.
Right. Yeah.
There are people riding in the streets if the garbage truck is 4 hours late.
Mm-hmm. So,
and rightfully so. I would be one of them.
I would be too. I'd be like, how dare these bastards? But so it's a real hard argument. And then to top all that argument off, to say, our department used to spend department funds to get hotel rooms for people to go down to convention.
Yeah.
We live 20 minutes, or you guys live 20 minutes from the convention.
Yeah.
You can't commute 20 minutes?
Right. Yeah.
Well, that wasn't city funds. That was volunteer funds.
That's still city funds in Salisbury, but whatever.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Unless
they are taking money out of their own pocket to pay for it, it's somehow tax dollars.
Which they are not doing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. The older I get, the longer I get in the service. And now Delaware, because the volunteers have gone to the county and said, we need all this money.
Your fire service fee.
And now the state has passed a fire service fee. It's like, sure, I'm all about funding the fire department.
Right.
I'm not saying we shouldn't fund the fire department, but we need to fund the fire department correctly.
Yes.
Wait,
you mean the way Wicomico just gives them thousands of dollars and just says, here you go. You don't have to show me what you used it for.
Right.
No.
Well, the young man who's on A shift said, I save. He told me that he saves me, the taxpayer, tons of money because he's a live-in. And I said, okay, let's go through it. How much do you think your housing costs? Well, $25,000 a year. Oh, okay, $25,000 a year. All right.
Okay. All right.
Sure. Do we feed you? Like, yeah, when I'm on shift, there's food sometimes. And okay, so let's say another $10,000. Give you insurance? Well, yeah, there's insurance. Well, okay, so now we're up to $45,000, $50,000. Oh, I could have just hired somebody.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Could have just hired somebody. Yeah. Oh, but by the way, my department bought buildings for you to live in. Those buildings were well over $1 million that the department spent on those buildings.
Holy crap.
So think about how many runs you need to go on for that to pay back the taxpayers. It's out of control.
Yeah.
There's only one answer. That is Ron Wismer for Dictator for Life.
Yeah. That's all those in favor say aye.
Aye. That's how the ayes have it.
The ayes have it.
Yeah. And we're going to get trash trucks.
Yeah.
There's going to be trash trucks, goddammit.
There's your platform.
Yeah.
A trash truck in every neighborhood.
A trash truck for every city.
Yeah.
The building inspector will have a vehicle that works.
Yeah. He'll have 2 windshield wipers.
The deputy volunteer fire chief who doesn't go on calls and is not medically clear to go on calls won't have a city vehicle. Oh, did I say that? I feel like I shouldn't say that one. Is that a step too far?
No, just that's another whole another level of rage.
Taxpayer funded.
Yeah. Yeah.
What? This is a side tangent to that, but what happens if he gets in a wreck in that vehicle?
I, I, yeah.
Just
Yeah. Bad things. Nothing good.
right. I think the
I don't
problem
know
is
though. The way that the last one, you'll probably get some award. God.
that's fair. I think ultimately the problem is fire departments in America have operated with little to no oversight for the last 200 plus years.
Oh yeah.
And now it has become so expensive
Yeah.
that they're going to need oversight, and no
Yeah.
one knows what that looks like.
Well, and that's why people are up in arms with the proposed OSHA changes and things like that. It's like, yeah, sorry, you're going to have oversight. You're
Right.
going to have to be medically fit to do the job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe
And
we should.
mentally fit.
Well, yeah.
And
Maybe
you're
we
going
should
to
stop.
have benchmark training. You can't just
Oh,
say, oh,
God.
that's Bill's grandson. He's a hell of a guy. He drives a tractor all day. He could drive a fire truck. No, he can't. No.
I don't know if this is still true, but I know when I started in the Delaware State Fire Service, this was true. You were not required to go to fire school to be a firefighter. You just had to have your chief say, yeah, you're good to go, and you were good to go.
Well, that makes sense.
Doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And
Because, I
I
mean,
know for
there are police chiefs out there that they just deputize people and put them on the street all the time. Oh,
sure,
wait,
but there
no,
are
that doesn't
sheriffs
happen.
and there are sheriffs in the country who are just elected people who then become sheriff.
Yeah, that's a whole nother thing.
That's a, that's a whole other
Who
thing.
he's running again.
I thought he was done.
No. He announced the other night. The way things are, I need to stay and make sure things keep rolling smoothly.
Uh-huh. The way things are. Safer
Yeah.
than they've ever been in America, but whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think the fire service needs some insight and some actual oversight. You need to
Yeah.
actually justify things.
Yeah.
Would be nice for America. Be nice for me. I would really like my fire service that covers my house to be run professionally. I think
I
everybody should
agree.
feel that way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And cancel all firemen's parades.
Yes.
Let's be done with it.
Yeah. Does anyone like a parade?
I have little kids. I don't know.
But it's a hassle. They're shutting down roadways.
Yeah.
There's this weird queue of people. Yeah, I don't know. That's like, people are like, oh, it's a Macy's Day Parade. I'd rather stare at the wall.
The only parade that I still, I guess, cotton to is when someone dies in line of duty.
But that's
And
not a
that
parade. That's a
it's not a
procession.
it's a procession. It's still a parade.
Yeah.
Some places it's really like a parade,
Yeah.
but they march and do a whole thing.
Yeah.
But
They got the person up there as an animatronic waving.
no, they put it on the back of the car.
Yeah.
The guy just waves his hand for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah. Weekend at Bernie's.
That's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we've ranted enough on this.
Yeah.
Some of us have to go on vacation, so they need to be out early.
Well, no, I have to be out early because my youngest has to go to the gym.
Oh.
Yeah.
Gymnastics gym or beat people
A
up gym?
personal trainer gym.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. As a high school athlete, you've got to, there's, things.
It's fair.
Yeah. So
Man, high school's athletes have really changed since we were kids.
yeah,
When I was in
yeah,
football, you just showed up 2 weeks before school
right.
and
Yeah,
you did football.
exactly. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Well, for my topic, I was going to run us through some this or that questions.
Oh, good. I love this or that.
Yeah. So let's see. Sunrise or sunset?
Sunrise.
Yeah, I'm a sunrise person too.
I didn't used to be,
Yeah.
but as the closer I get to the inevitable march of death, sunrise
Yeah.
becomes more important.
Yeah, the sun is up. It's showing that the day is beginning and there's brightness entering.
And
Yeah.
if you're awake, like I happen to be a lot before the sunrise,
Yeah.
it's kind of like really nice to go from like dark to light versus
Yeah.
the other way.
Oh
It's kind of
yeah.
like depressing to go
It
into
is.
the
It's
dark.
very depressing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sunrise.
Yeah. Live one immortal life or reincarnate every 10 years.
Oh, every 10 years?
Yeah.
Oh, what immortal life. It's
That's
got
what
to
I
be.
yeah.
I feel like it's just 10 years. You're not learning enough in 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're not going to get
Yeah.
enough done.
Unless you're leaving like notes for yourself.
Sure. I mean, it's just way the game
But
the
that's going to
system,
take
but
you a couple years to find the notes and
yeah. But then if it's my
mm,
handwriting, it's going to be terrible to read.
yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell was I trying to say?
I do that constantly now. I will go on a call, write myself notes, get back to the station within 10 minutes and say, what the hell does this read? I will
Yeah.
literally go to my driver and say, what does this say? And they will say, I have no idea. You have terrible handwriting.
I thought that's why your chauffeur wrote things for you now.
That's what she does.
Yeah.
That's her job.
Yeah. Um. So if you worked a Monday through Friday, have Mondays off or Fridays off?
Oh, so I had this conversation with my wife, actually, because they were at one point talking about going to a 4 day work week when they were going to have to choose Mondays or Fridays. And I said, you should choose Monday
Yeah.
because when normally, if a holiday happens on the weekend, they observe it on the Monday. So then you would get Monday, Tuesday off,
Ooh.
gaming the system.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I think I'd rather have Wednesday off.
Oh yeah, that wasn't that wasn't the
Yeah.
question.
Yeah. But if you go to a 4 day week, I'd rather work Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, work Thursday, Friday, off Saturday, Sunday. But yeah, Mondays or Fridays.
Yes.
Part of me, I think of Mondays because I think a
Yeah.
lot of people take Fridays off. I don't want to be around a bunch of people.
Right.
If I'm the guy, that has Mondays off, that's just me.
And everybody who's in the office on Monday is miserable. I'd rather
Yeah.
skip that. I'll
Yeah.
hit the Monday off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, Friday nights or Sunday mornings?
It doesn't mean anything to me.
Really? Yeah, because I don't. Yeah, it's not like we go out on Friday nights.
Well, I've just been a shift worker for so long that
Yeah, that's true.
like Friday
So,
night doesn't mean anything to me.
so B shift nights
Okay.
or I don't know C shift mornings.
uh, C shift mornings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have Sunday morning. I don't know. Usually everybody else sleeps in. I get up, I get my cup of coffee.
I feel like I get so much done.
Yeah.
There's nothing better to
Hmm.
me Sunday morning, especially now because I go to spin class in the morning. So I get up, I have my breakfast, I clean the house a little bit, I go to a spin class. I'm done by 11, and my day is free.
Yeah. Yeah, you
And
have seized the carp.
yeah, the carp has been mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that,
Mm.
what are you going to do at night anymore?
Yeah. That's yeah. 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 Ooh. Would you have would yeah. Silent but deadly farts or loud and odorless farts? I
This
think I'd
brings up
rather
a
have
side
silent.
tangent. I think I'd rather go loud
Really?
for one very important reason. When you're in the gym, everybody's got their headphones in.
Yeah.
You know everybody's farting in that place the whole time. Everybody's
Yeah.
doing squats or
Yeah.
sit-ups, or you're
Oh, yeah.
doing things that make you fart. So if everybody can't hear anyways because they got headphones in, might as well be loud
Yeah.
and not smell bad. Because if
Yeah.
it smells bad, they're going to know who is you.
No. That's why you got to do the crop dust.
This guy wandering around the gym all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
You ever
I
have
go
that
loud.
where you've got because if I go to the grocery store, I'll usually put earbuds in if I'm by myself. And I've done it before where I've walked down the aisle, thought I let out a quiet fart, but you notice somebody look in the aisle, and you're like, "Crap, is that loud?" I don't know. I've got earbuds in.
My wife and I went to Rehoboth last year, and we were in a bookstore, and apparently I farted so loud that it got on a Yelp review.
That is epic.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
It literally is like there's a Google review of this place that says, bookstore is pretty cool, but there was a guy who farted very loudly.
Oh my god. You need to cut and paste that.
Yeah, just put it in my office.
Oh my gosh.
She brings it up all the time.
Shop online or in person?
It's online.
Yeah.
I mean, I get so annoyed these days. Right now, Oral-B has this toothbrush that you just replace the head. You just put a new head on there, and you don't have to buy a new handle every time, so it cuts down on wastage.
Yeah.
So it's time for me to get a new toothbrush head. So because I get it every time I go get the dentist, just get a new head. Boom. I got systems. My life is full of crazy systems.
Yeah.
Do you think the 4 times I've gone to the store this week, I've been able to find one of those toothbrush heads?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
Do you think if I go to Amazon right now, I get that toothbrush head here by 5 o'clock today?
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. My kids use Quip.
Oh yeah. I tried Quip. Mine broke, and I was like, yeah. I'm done.
I don't know.
It was fine.
Just like you said, package comes in the mail. Hey, look, it's time for a new toothbrush head.
Yep. Yeah. It was nice. Man. It's not that I hate shopping in stores. It's just that they never have what I want.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't do, I do not buy groceries online.
I won't buy I don't do that produce delivery or meat.
Yeah. If I'm gonna buy groceries, which pretty much means produce or meat, I'm going to the store.
Yeah. If it's a non-perishable or a pasta or something like that, online's fine. But
sure,
I've seen the way those people bag up apples and things. No.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I'm like a maniac. I'm the person I go to Lowe's or Home Depot, and I'm looking at every board before I buy it. I'm the same way with an apple.
Yeah, of course.
Pick it up, I spin it all around. Look,
It's a 25-minute ordeal to get a watermelon.
Oh, I can't.
I have to put the watermelon against my ear and plunk it. I don't know what I'm listening for, but I have to do it.
Oh yeah. And there's the good plunk.
Right. One of these days, I'm going to hear the watermelon go, whoa, and I will know that is the watermelon that I was chosen for.
But would you cut it open?
Yeah. How else am I going to imbue its power?
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Speak to animals or speak all languages?
Wow.
I think I'd want to speak to animals.
That really hits me hard. All languages?
Yeah, all languages.
All languages.
Yeah, all languages.
I'm choosing all languages.
Yeah.
Because there are languages that we don't speak anymore, and we don't know we can't even interpret them. You would be such a selfish bastard if you didn't learn all languages.
Yeah, but I'm more likely to interact with an animal than I am somebody who speaks you know, Greater Mongolian or,
If I spoke
Swahili or
all languages today, I would go and translate Linear A for the world.
what the hell is Linear A?
Linear A is a Minoan language that we don't know how to decipher as of right now. Yeah. Think of all the knowledge that's lost because we don't speak the language. No, I would speak all languages.
Yeah. I'd want to ask my dog if they really like me.
I know my dog likes me.
Yeah.
And I know that cat doesn't. That's fine.
Well, that's because it's a cat.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Speaking of knowing languages,
Hmm.
a not young lady, an older lady thanked me for trying to help her the other day using my French language.
Oh, that's very
And she
nice.
said, "Thank you. You were the only one who cared." I
Aw,
said, "You're welcome, ma'am." And I do make an effort.
that's very nice.
Yeah. My French is terrible, but making an effort. So I'm speaking all
Um,
languages.
yeah. Ooh. Look like you haven't showered or smell like you haven't showered.
I look like I haven't showered already, so I'll go with that one. I'm always disheveled.
I'm always disheveled.
I am. I, I I always have this vision in my head that I'm going to like dress like people on TV. I'm going to go get a nice suit and just wear that around. And then I'm like, why? I could just wear
Yeah.
sweatpants
Yeah. Yeah.
and a t-shirt.
Well, I have the problem. I shave, and 20 minutes later, I've got a 5 o'clock shadow.
Yeah, I don't have that problem. But I do get the shadow after day 2 of no shave. Yeah, yeah. And I have nice short hair, so my hair's not going to be that messy.
Well, aren't
Hair's
you
this thing
lucky?
on the top of your head, protects you from the sun.
Yeah. Well, the final one, jerk. Road trip or fly?
Road trip.
That's what I say.
We were just talking about this the other day. My buddy and I were talking about going to Milwaukee,
Ooh.
and he's like, "We could fly." I said, "Yeah, sure, we could fly." And it was like, I don't know, $500 or whatever.
Yeah.
So, or we could take the train,
Mm. Yeah.
and it's $460 for a sleeper car. It was actually $300, $320 each for a sleeper car. And I was like, "Let's do that."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Well, we could drive then." And I said, "Okay, well, it's a 14 or 15 hour driving experience, or it's a 16-hour trip on the train where we don't have
Mm.
to drive, stop for gas. There's a
Yeah.
bed, and we can sleep, and there's a little bar car."
Yeah.
Hmm.
Train is nice.
Train is nice.
When I was 15, 16, we took the train out to California and then back. That was,
I really want to do that.
4 days each way.
4 days each way.
Yep.
Man, I really want to do that.
Yep. It was fun. Got to
Maybe.
see the sun rise and set over the Rockies.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. Did you have like a
Yeah.
sleeper car?
No, we actually just got regular, and the seats reclined back, and we just slept there. Yeah.
That's really something I feel like I want to do.
Yeah. Take a train
Yeah.
trip.
I should just take a day trip.
Yeah. There you
I'm
go.
off for days.
Yeah. You and your wife, it could be a lovely anniversary gift.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't take the dogs though. That's the problem.
You can take the dogs.
On the train?
They're train style out dogs.
Not my dogs.
They're good puppies.
Yeah, yeah. One of them will bite people's faces off. But no, I totally road trip. I hate flying.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's not that I'm scared of flying. I just hate the experience of flying.
Yeah.
Every bit of it is made uncomfortable and annoying.
Yeah. Guess what? If I'm going on a road trip, I don't have to take my shoes and belt off.
Yeah. I I just I don't have to do that. I don't have to stand in line for the whole time. And
Mhm.
the seats are uncomfortable. The temperatures always suck.
Yeah. I can control my own air.
Yeah. 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 That's just the experience of flying sucks.
Yeah.
It's terrible. The only flights that I'll take are like if I was going to Disneyland, or I don't have to go to Disney, but I'm going to
Yeah.
Florida. Because it's like a 2-hour flight versus a 16-hour drive. Okay.
Yeah. But if there was a train.
But if there's a train, I'll just take the train. I'm all about trains. Yeah. I just wish the trains were better.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of want to go book my train trip to.
There you go.
I'm off
We
for
took
2
the
weeks.
southern route out and the northern route back.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yep.
Did it did you stop anywhere or did you just straight on the
Yeah,
train?
we had a 6-hour stop in Chicago. So we walked
Chicago.
all around Chicago. Well, not all around, but around a
Sure.
bit. And we also had a stop in Arizona. So, yeah, it was
Did
neat.
you get on in DC?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had this argument with somebody, not argument, discussion at work. Argument is the correct word, but people have a bad connotation with argument. But anyways,
Yeah.
about taking the train versus driving to DC. And I said, it cost me $5 to take the train from my house to DC. And I could be there quicker than if I drove.
Yeah.
Why would I take my car? And they were like,
Right. Yeah.
well, then you won't have a car.
Who
What the
cares?
do I need a car for?
Yeah.
You gotta get
Oh,
around the
so you
city.
can get into traffic and get angry?
Right. And DC is like the most eminently walkable city in the world because
Yeah.
there's like 14 blocks that you have anywhere to go to. You don't want to go anywhere else in the city. It's fine. Yeah. And there's a metro where you
Yeah.
get those stupid scooters and try to, fight traffic for death.
Ugh. No.
Yeah.
No. Just walk.
Just walk. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like I do, I had to run across DC one time, but that's fine because I wasn't going
Ugh.
to make my
Yeah.
train otherwise.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah. But yeah,
Hmm.
road trip. Always road trip.
Yep.
It's more fun.
I'm about to take a road trip next week.
Well, staying in the state of Maryland, though.
It's still a 5+ hour drive.
It is a long drive.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out there in Washington County.
No, Garrett.
Oh, Garrett County. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the
I
furthest.
confused the two bumpkin counties.
You got to throw Allegheny in there too.
I'm sorry. Confused the 3 bumpkin counties. Well,
but yeah, that's a good cast of the pod.
Yeah, and enjoy your vacation.
Yeah.
Everyone out there and listening to this, try to stay cool.
Yep. Stay hydrated.
It's officially the longest day of the year today.
Yep.
Which is good news because it means it's only days are getting shorter.
Yeah. Yep. Enjoy those sunrises, folks.
Enjoy your sunrises. Take a road trip. Take the train. Find the closest train station to you. Walk to the train station. I don't care if it's a 3-hour walk or a 2-day walk. Walk to the train station, get on the train, and go somewhere.
Yeah, that means everybody out there, including Justin.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Take care.
See you.